kind of a follow-up to our last episode on winding and unwinding the hips. I had a lot of lesson guys that asked about the winding of the hips and how important that is and just exactly how it works. And thought I'd use some examples of some hitters here today. Andrew Collins, watch the rear hip. Watch the counter rotation of the rear hip. The back knee points back and weight's kept down there as he strides ahead a little bit, rolls ahead a little bit. It's more of a wind than an unwind against a bracelet. You see Bob Waldyke there. Watch the wind here. Some hitters bring the knee back, and that's more because the hip turns backwards, counter rotates, and that's what's going to bring it back. Jeremy Yates here, just absolutely fantastic. One of the top conference hitters in the game here. Watch how the knee comes back following the hips. Look at how it winds in the right hip point. You get a little bit of an angle back of the body, kind of a reverse K. Robert Blackman, the same thing. Look at the amount of wind he gets in, a little bit of a bend and drop down on that. But all that power is loaded on the inside of the foot and the back hip. Great canal. From this angle here, you can really see the counter rotation of the hips, more so than the upper body even. As the upper body brings the hands back, that coils as well. Jeff Hall, you can see it, his swing very predominantly. Watch how he's a counter rotation. Watch that right thigh, that bone, your right thigh, how it points backwards. Kevin Kennington again. If you want to get a good unwind, you have to get a good wind. And it's more of winding, keeping the weight on the back foot. As you drift ahead, you race the front foot back as a brace leg, and then you can unwind and drive open against it. You can see it on Babe Ruth's swing. Look at that. The knee comes back a little bit. He's coiling the hips, and he reaches the brace leg ahead and unwinds. Here's a swing of me. It's senior camp 1 year. For me, as I get to be older, I have to make sure I go back. I think as you age, you lose that ability to wind. You just get stiffer, and it's something you have to put more effort into, but it certainly can be done. Brian Wegman here in his prime, one of the great hitters of all times. And Wegman, you can really see weight's on the inside of the back foot. He winds, comes ahead, but the weight's still on the back foot, reaches the brace leg, and then rotate ahead. It's the best way you can drive. A little guy like Izzy, Jeremy Eisenhower, and the Long Haul Bombers at one time. So look in the mirror. Best place to do is look in the mirror and notice that if you see this on video, you know it's going to be a big movement. Even a big man like Helmer, watch how agile he looks on it. But it's got to feel like a bigger movement than it looks like on video. But understand that this is going to give you the ability to drive and rotate open. Key.
There's only one thing that should be shaved, and it's not the bat.